Good evening and welcome everyone. On behalf of the Uplift Our Youth Foundation and the Board of Directors, we thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Harold Pope and I serve as the chairman of the board. We are excited to have you join us for our 19th annual Grant Awards and second virtual fundraising event themed Youth, Our Hope for Change. Once again, we find ourselves doing this virtually. We would truly love to be in person, but we value the health and safety of all. This year, it was a much easier decision to be virtual given the support and success we had last year. Your support allowed us to support those organizations that continue to serve the youth even through this pandemic. I'd like to thank the Board of Directors again for their decisive wisdom in making this happen. The Uplift Our Youth Foundation has been providing this service supporting small 501c3 organizations that provide cultural, educational, and career opportunities for youth in the Lansing Tri-County area for over 19 years. This event allows us to showcase those that we have identified as outstanding individuals and organizations. Tonight, we will introduce our 2021 Spotlight on Excellence winners, J Mccurtis of Okemos High School and Zamani Roper of Sexton High School. We will also honor Ms. Marion Bryant as our Child Advocate of the Year and Mr. Wayne Lynn as our Legacy Honoree. And last but clearly not least, we will present our 2021 Grant Awardees. To start the celebration this evening, I'd like to introduce a very special guest. She's a community leader, a person of the people and for the people, a friend, and one of the hardest working women in Lansing, state representative for the 68th House District and candidate for Michigan State Senate, the Honorable Sarah Anthony.
Thank you, Harold. Thank you. Are you able to hear me okay? Outstanding. Listen, I will not be long-winded this evening, but thank you so much, Mr. Board Chair, for allowing me to be here virtually and between several events. But I will tell you, there was nothing that was going to prevent me from being here and celebrating at now the second virtual, but the 19th annual Uplift Our Youth Gala. I'm elated to be a part of this event. You know, also want to give acknowledgement to this outstanding board. I don't think there's a harder working board in Lansing. You all literally do the work to make sure that you are getting the resources necessary to pour back into our community. So thank you for your tireless service. Now, I have to brag a little bit because two of the youth that you will be acknowledging are also former members of our Youth Advisory Council. Now, when I became a state representative, one of the things that I promised to the community is I would make sure to literally uplift the voices of our youth. And in order for me to represent young voices, I wanted to make sure that young people were empowered and literally had a seat at the table. And two of those young people, Zamani and James, are being honored tonight. So I wanted to tell you, just look your eyeball to eyeball and let you know how proud I am of you both. And I know that your journey is just beginning, and I cannot wait to be celebrating you in the halls of power. And I have a little something for both of you. So be on the lookout in your mailboxes. I'm so proud of you. And then finally, acknowledging all of the awardees today. You know, many of the things I love about the Uplift Our Youth Foundation is you all are very particular about who you lift up, who you recognize for the service. And if anything was learned from 2020, and as we continue to navigate a global pandemic in 2021, we know that it takes all of us, literally everyone, adults and young people, businesses, nonprofits, government sector, everyone has to do their part to make sure that our young people are supported and loved. So Congratulations to all the awardees. Again, congratulations to this outstanding organization. And the last thing I'll say, feel like I'm at church as I take my seat. The last thing I'll say is many thanks to the visionary of this organization, Mr. Larry Leatherwood. And continue to think of him as a friend and a mentor, and the work that you have done, the seeds that you have planted in this organization have not been in vain. So I believe Mr. Leatherwood is on the call. I can't really tell because of the screens, but I wanted you to know that on behalf of not just myself, but the entire Michigan legislature, thank you for what you do for our young people in the community. When we invest in young people, it is fertile ground. So thank you for your support. Thank you for what you do. And again, if I can ever be of assistance, whether it's in this capacity or any other, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm always here. God bless you and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Representative Anthony. We appreciate you and all that you do. I will now introduce one of our Spotlight on Excellence winners, James J. Mccurtis. I've had the pleasure of knowing this young man since he was 5 years old. His father would always have him present at our meetings and when we were out doing community service. He is now a senior at Okemos High School. He is very active in school and the community as he is a member of the National Honor Society, the Black Student Union, the Okemos Outreach Group, the Turning Point of Lansing, the Youth Advisory Council of the City of Lansing, and the Lansing branch of the NAACP, where he is the president of the Youth Council. Not only are we honoring him here tonight, but earlier this year, Jay was awarded the Martin Luther King Jr. Citizenship Award by the men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And later this week, the Lansing branch of the NAACP is honoring him as the 2021 up-and-coming youth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce this outstanding young man, a winner of our 2021 Spotlight on Excellence, Mr. J Mccurtis.
First off, thank you so much for that humbling introduction. And hey, good evening. First, I would like to thank God because through him, all things are possible. Second, I would like to thank my parents for teaching me the importance of serving the community, always supporting me, and being my biggest fans. I would also like to thank the men at Turning Point of Lansing because they've always been model examples for how strong and accomplished Black men are and give me an image for what I aspire to be. Lastly, I would like to thank you all so much for giving me the honor of receiving such an amazing award. It's truly an honor to be here, and I can't wait to do even more for the community and make an impact. Thank you.
Good evening. Now, I'm not going to give a lot of details of our next honoree, but I am going to invite you to look at her many, many accomplishments on our webpage. I think we all know that there are many outstanding students who call positive attention to themselves. However, only a few students rise above and bring to leadership and service unparalleled creativity, innovation, and scholarship. Zamani Roper is one of those students. Her exemplary achievements have earned her a place in Uplift Our Youth Foundation Hall of Spotlight on Excellence honorees. I present to you Zamani Roper.
Thank you so much, and hello everyone. I'm glad to be here. I'm Zamani Roper, a 16-year-old senior at J.W. Sexton High School. I've had the pleasure of attending the Boys and Girls Club of Lansing, or BGC, since I was 7 years old, and it's truly my family away from home. So I'm so grateful that they nominated me for this amazing award. Now I am currently working as a junior staff member at the BGC. Thanks to opportunities given to me by my school, the Boys and Girls Club, family, and mentors, I've been able to participate in programs that are able to broaden my education. I've attended many STEAM or science, technology, engineering, art, and math programs, and have been able to find my love for creating. Due to this exposure, I've been able to earn multiple academic awards in the fields of science, engineering, and mathematics. Along the way, I have discovered what career path I wanted to take on. Although many may not find it easy, I think industrial design is the challenge I am willing to face. After I graduate high school, I plan to attend college to further my education in this field. Currently, I've already been accepted and offered a scholarship to Michigan State University and Michigan Tech University. I plan to travel and explore, seeing how I can use my career to impact those around me. Accomplishing this task will be easy knowing that I have family, friends, and my community in my corner. I'm proud to impact the people around me, to give back to my community that has cared for me. And with that, I hope to inspire those around me. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Brooklyn Griggs. I am 11 years old and I'm in 6th grade. I have been participating in programs through Bcfi since I was in 1st grade. I always learn new things and make new friends. I am here to introduce 2021 Youth Advocate of the Year. Ms. Marion is the Volunteer Executive Director for Bcfi. She has brought programs like Freedom School, Magic of Reading, and STEAM Ahead Summer Camp to Bcfi. She is a member of the East Lansing Lynx. She created a scholarship in honor of her late husband for seniors planning to study in the medical sciences. She is a member of the St. Stephen's Community Church. She currently serves on the Sparrow Women's Board of Managers and has served on a number of boards in the past as well. Miss Marion is a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. In her professional life, she served as the Chief Financial Officer of the Lansing Entertainment and Public Facilities Authority, which manages the Lansing Center, Cooley Law School Stadium, Lansing City Market, and was on the team that created the Common Ground Festival. Miss Bryant was married to the late Dr. William C. Bryant Jr. and has 3 adult children and 5 grandchildren who are the love and joy of her life. She loves to travel, especially internationally. It is my pleasure this evening to introduce Miss Marion Bryant, the 2021 Youth Advocate.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Ms. Brooklyn, for that awesome introduction. I'm so proud of you. You're a great BCFI kid. Thank you to the board of Uplift Our Youth for this awesome award. It is indeed an honor to receive the Child Advocate of the Year award and to walk in the shoes of those who have received it before me. I am delighted to share this day with the other awardees. Your work in our community is well known and appreciated. And the young people on this program are outstanding. Jay, Samani, Brooklyn, and Benjamin. Our future is in good hands. Thank you to my children, family, and friends in attendance. I have been humbled by the many kind words from many of you. Thank you all for your support. It wasn't until retirement that I realized that working with kids and young people was my passion. What started as a 3-month trial turned into 12 years of working with the greatest kids with BCFI and the East Lansing Lynx Incorporated, watching them grow, achieve, learn, create, experience, lead, develop, find their voice, and begin to find their path in life. To see young people's eyes light up as they succeed in areas that have been challenging for them brings me great joy. We all know it takes a village to raise a child. We owe it to kids in our lives and in our communities to be part of that village, to listen to kids and young people, to lead them and to mentor them. As adults, we sometimes think we have all the answers, but young people have ideas and answers that bring value and solutions too. They deserve to be heard, to stretch their wings, to try out their ideas, and be supported no matter what the result. There are always opportunities to mentor kids or young people, share our knowledge with them, prepare them to work alongside us, prepare them to lead, and learn from them. They have so much to give their communities. It is up to the adults in their lives to provide young people opportunities to envision and do the work so they can strengthen the muscles necessary to become the leaders we need them to be. They are our hope for change. We must invest in them. We must, in our organizations and other areas of our lives, plan for the future. And as we plan, let young people learn and lead alongside you. Let them implement some of their ideas. They may be different than yours, but you just may be surprised at their ideas. There is more than one way to reach a goal. Get comfortable with accepting other ways to accomplish your mission. Once you do that, you may see the change you want to see and growth in your organization in many ways, and benefits that you could not have imagined. Intergenerational leadership, like other forms of diverse leadership, has so many benefits. We must tap into those benefits and strengthen our organizations by becoming more inclusive of the bright young people in our communities that have so many gifts from which our organizations can benefit. Young people are our hope for change. Let's embrace them, encourage them, and work with them to create together the best world and community possible. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Benjamin Brown. I'm 16 years old and I attend LCC's early college program. Tonight's 2021 Legacy Award honoree is known throughout Lansing for his mentoring program for Black youth, Turning Point. For 2 decades now, the Turning Point of Lansing has been a positive influence in the Lansing area, helping hundreds of children from 7th to 12th grade. I've been a part of Turning Point since 8th grade, and I'm now a senior, and I can personally testify to the great man this award will be going to. He's involved heavily with multiple volunteer groups, our local mobile food bank, and other facets of our community and neighborhoods. With no more delay, here's your 2021 Legacy Award honoree, Mr. Wayne Lynn.
Thank you, Ben, and thank you for all the things that you do in this community as well. It is amazing to be honored by such an esteemed group as Uplift Our Youth. I have such respect for Mr. Larry Leatherwood and this entire board of directors, and I really appreciate the honor of being given this Legacy Award. About 21 years ago, I moved with my family, my wife and my 3 daughters to the Lansing community from South Carolina. And I had no idea that I would fall so much in love with this community. I have fallen in love with this community to the point where, as Jay said, invested many hours in this community just to touch the lives of over 1,000, maybe over 1,500 young men in our program. And it's just been an honor to be able to serve the Lansing community and being loved so heavily by this community. And this award is just one of those things that show me the love of this community. But the work is not done. We still have, as Miss Marion said, Miss Bryant said, we have so much work to do. Our young people are just bursting at the seams with ideas. And it is time for us, it continues to be time for us to embrace them. And the turning point of Lansing is just that. It's a way for us to raise our young men and we have a saying, we transform boys to men. And it's all about saving lives. And this award just gives me the impetus and it keeps me focused on making sure that we continue to do that in this community. I challenge all of us on this call to continue our fight, to work on behalf of our young people, on our youth programs, and all of the issues that are going on in our community that stands in the way. We need to make sure that we challenge those as well. The last thing I'll say, being an old church deacon, to whom much is given, much is required. And the Lansing community has given me much, and it has required me to continue to do what I do on behalf of the young people in this community. I want to personally thank all of you for this great honor. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. you're a hard act to follow. You've done a phenomenal job. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Now it's my job, my opportunity, along with Director Spencer Simmons, to introduce, it's my pleasure, my privilege, and my opportunity to introduce the 2021 Uplift Our Youth Grant Awardees. As you will see, once we introduce the awardees, they come from very diverse areas, very needed areas, and provide so many opportunities to the youth of our community. So without further ado, I will introduce our first Grant Award recipient. That is Big Brothers Big Sisters of Michigan Capital Region. Big Brothers Big Sisters Michigan Capital Region improves the lives of youth and deeply engages communities through involvement with families, mentors, community funders, schools, and other partners by providing professionally matched mentorships between the bigs and littles enrolled in their programs. Both community and school-based programs have demonstrated positive outcomes for youth in our community. Big Brothers, Big Sisters proven outcomes include educational success, avoidance reduction of risky behaviors, and socio-emotional competency across a wide spectrum of youth populations. So it's my pleasure to announce that we are awarding $5,000 to Big Brothers Big Sisters Michigan Capital Region. And I'd like to turn the floor over to Megan Forrest, Executive Director.
Thank you so much. My name is Megan Forrest, and I am thrilled to be able to accept this award on behalf of my team at Big Brothers Big Sisters. We are honored to have the support of Uplift Our Youth Foundation to have the opportunity to continue making an impact in our community. Our program works, and we thrive on making connections in our community and connecting our bigs and our littles for those lifelong mentorships. We believe that all youth have the promise and the potential for lifelong success, and having that special someone in your life and having a mentor and someone to lean on helps make that happen. So we are honored to accept this award. We are honored to have your partnership in reaching our mission. And thank you again. And on behalf of Big Brothers Big Sisters, we appreciate your support. Thank you.
Excuse me, Director Tanzo, your volume is off.
Thank you, thank you. Our second award recipient is the Capital Area College Access Network, also known as CAPCAN. CAPCAN is a community collaborative focused on making completion of post-secondary education an achievable reality for all residents in the capital area by fostering high educational aspirations through the alignment of our institutions and resources. Their goal is to increase college and career readiness, access, retention, and empowerment to raise the percentage of capital area residents with a high quality degree or credential to 60% by 2030. Specifically, FAFSA FLOCT initiative is a coordinated public awareness and public support campaign to assist senior students and their families in completing the FAFSA. So again, it is my pleasure to announce that we are awarding Capital Area United Way, Capital Area College Access Network, an award in the amount of $3,000. And I'd like to turn over the microphone to Michelle Strauss, Executive Director.
Thank you, Bill. And thank you to the Uplift Our Youth Foundation for this generous gift of a second year of support for FAFSA FLOCT. As we know, COVID was a challenge for our students in completing their FAFSA and following through on their college intentions. As you said, CapCan is dedicated to increasing post-secondary attainment, particularly amongst our low-income, first generation, and students of color across Ingham and Eaton counties. We support a network of college advisors in 14 area high schools to help the students navigate the post-secondary process, including their applications, scholarships, and FAFSA, and assist them as they actually transition from graduation to college immediately following high school graduation. Annually, we support over 2,700 juniors and seniors to be exposed and explore their post-secondary options. And over the years, we've started to assist more and more adults who are looking to return and reconnect with college as well. Specifically, this grant will help us extend our FAFSA Flamingo campaign. We adopted that as our mascot in 2020 to help educate, motivate, and create some fun competition around a complicated process. CapCan has set a 60% FAFSA completion goal for the next school year. We greatly appreciate your support in helping students to afford college and follow through on their post-secondary intentions. Thank you again.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Spencer Simmons, and I serve as a board director with Uplift Our Youth. I have the honor of awarding our 2 remaining Grant Award recipients. Our 3rd Grant Award recipient is the Lansing Art Gallery and Education Center. The Lansing Art Gallery serves as one of Michigan's key cultural resources. The Lansing Art Gallery and Educational Center inspires and ignites passion for the visual arts, providing a forum of self-expression and community engagement. Founded in 1965, their mission is to provide awareness, education, and enjoyment of the visual arts by promoting the works of Michigan artists. The goal of this grant is to promote and facilitate continuing free, youth-oriented art, making, and educational experiences so that students and families from a variety of backgrounds can enjoy and benefit the Art Encounters program. We are awarding the Lansing Art Gallery and Education Center a grant amount of $4,000. Please join me in welcoming the Executive Director, Ms. Barb Whitney.
Thank you so much, colleagues, Mr. Leatherwood, Board of Directors from Uplift Our Youth Foundation, and attendees. It always is an honor to be present here amongst so many people who care about children in our community. I love so much that Lansing Art Gallery and Education Center fosters the growth of children and their lives through the work that we do by promoting the works of Michigan artists. And as stewards of the resources for more than 1 year, I wanted to give you a snapshot of some of the work we did despite the pandemic. Even though our doors were closed for part of the year, we served over 900 arts programming. We created and distributed over 600 art kits so that children had art supplies in their homes or in the hospitals, in the pediatric wings, among other places. Over 85 students were able to showcase their art with us in the grades of K through 12. We made 37 videos and we did 10 artist talks. So I just wanted to share a little bit about the product because the way we feel like we touch children's lives is different during the pandemic, but it's also offered us really exceptional lessons on how we can continue to work online, outdoors, and in other ways that we never even imagined possible. Thank you so much for this increased gift of support. It means an immense amount to our team, to the stewards of these resources, and to our board of directors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director Whitney. Our 4th and final Grant Award recipient is Les Maires and Debutantes Club of Greater Lansing Alumni Association. Les Maires and Debutantes Club of Greater Lansing Alumni Association was established in 1962 and focuses on developing the debutantes' academic, civic, social, and moral strengths, and creates a venue to showcase their accomplishments. Their coming of age process begins in the 7th grade and culminates at a formal ball known as a cotillion in the 12th grade. The purpose of this grant is to focus on health and wellness amid the coronavirus pandemic. This grant will support a healthy choice cooking class, a group bike ride along the Lansing River Trail, an oratory contest, and college scholarships for youth ages in the 7th and 12th through 7th through 12th grades for the greater Lansing area. We are awarding the Les Maires Debutantes Club of Greater Lansing Alumni Association a total of $2,500. Please join me in welcoming the president, Ms. Paulette Carter-Scott.
Thank you and good evening. On behalf of Les Maires Debutante Club of Greater Lansing Alumni Association, I want to thank the Uplift Our Youth Foundation Board for awarding us this grant. Many of you may be familiar with the mother-daughter organization, and Mr. Simmons gave a very nice overview. This organization was founded in 1962 by 9 African-American mothers for their daughters in 7th through 12th grades. Although the current club has gone through a couple of name changes, its purpose is the same. The purpose of the club is to encourage the development of our daughters into good citizens by example, to promote high ideals and character building for our girls during their formative years, to help them acquire social graces and good citizenship through group activity, to promote understanding and friendship between the members of their organization and others, and to sponsor a cotillion ball for our daughters at the 12th grade level. As the Alumni Association, our goal is keeping the founder's vision alive as we support the current club. Many of our members were debutantes and are now mothers of debutantes. Our extensive intellectual property and commitment to community service will serve as valuable tools as we utilize the grant for health and wellness activities. The coronavirus pandemic highlighted the need to focus on health and wellness because COVID-19 disproportionately impacted the Black and Brown community. More African Americans died, and minorities have risk factors where the coronavirus can do more harm. We want our youth, especially our girls, to exercise, make better food choices, and to communicate their thoughts more distinctively. This grant will help support, as was mentioned, a group bike ride along the beautiful Lansing River Trail, healthy choice cooking classes, an oratory contest, and college scholarships. The Les Maires Debutantes Club of Greater Lansing Alumni Association is very appreciative of this grant from the Uplift Our Youth Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Carter-Scott. It's safe to say that the Uplift Our Youth Board would like to thank all of the grant award recipients for all of your hard work and dedication to support the youth in the greater Lansing area. Please join me in welcoming Uplift Our Youth Director, Mr. Myron Frierson.
Good evening. On behalf of the board, I would like to thank all our donors for investing in Lansing area youth by contributing to Uplift Our Youth Foundation. Your generous contributions have allowed us to fund the 4 grants this evening. And over the lifetime of our organization, we've reinvested hundreds of thousands of dollars into the Lansing community. The foundation needs your support, your continued support to allow us to invest in the future of youth in the Lansing community. So I encourage you to go to our website, upliftouryouthfoundation.org, and either download our contribution form and mail it with a check to us, or donate online by PayPal. Thank you. Larry, unmute.
I had to unmute. Thank you, Myron. I want the board, the awardees, the awarders, etc., to take a quick moment in the interest of time and give each and one of you a round of applause. Some has departed, but that's okay. They have made their contribution. I, as the founder of the Uplift Our Youth, want to express my sincere appreciation to the board of directors under the leadership of Chairman Harold Pope, as well as the other members of the board of directors. I know it's hard work. We've been at this for 19 years, and we expect to go for another 19 years, although I probably won't be there, but at least the organization will continue to grow. But again, I just want to thank each and every one of you for your contributions, your receiving of your recognition, and all that you do, because that's what the Uplift Our Youth Foundation is all about, is giving back. So thank you again, everyone. I believe that is the conclusion of the program.
All right, well, thank you everybody for participating and joining us. We appreciate everybody watching, everybody investing in the greater Lansing area, in the youth, and we could not do this without you. Everybody have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.